when Marlo's like, oh, Kandi, you and those sex toys.
Yeah, the vibrating panties. You know what? When you mentioned that the last episode that we did about, I didn't really realize that she expected them. I'm thinking like she dropped off the invitations to the play and then she gave them vibrating panties or whatever. I didn't know I'm supposed to wear the vibrating panties around you and your husband.
No way. You're supposed to play along with the game.
Oh, do you have yours on, Kandi?
Yes, I do.
Sheree, you got yours on?
I have it on, but I left the remote upstairs.
You have yours on?
I have mine on.
Okay.
But then I gotta flip it because it's not working anymore. Like.
So that like when it drops down in there, that the hump part is going down.
All right. Okay, it's working now, babe.
Okay, it's on.
Ooh, babe. No, who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's doing it? Who's doing it?
Somebody else controlling yours?
Yes.
The remote.
Oh,
when you're too close together,
stop pressing so much.
remote.
No, it's going bananas.
Well, you gotta hit it again.
Okay, it's going bananas. And mine's not doing nothing.
technically, the remote can control more than one pair.
That is a plot twist.
Exactly.
Ken, you don't have yours on either.
Wait.
Oh, busted.
I'm not gonna wear vibrating panties around other people's men. My vajayjay is closed for business on this trip, okay? Thank you.
Remote controls any panty. So I don't want your man control my panties.
Exactly. That is so, to me, that's so inappropriate.
And I really like Kenya because it seems like she don't mess with that kind of stuff. Like she's like, I'm not doing that. Like I respect her for that. She's one of those people that she knows how to conduct herself.
Oh, Kandi or Kenya?
Kenya, when she's like, I don't want to be having your man control my panties, and Sheree didn't have them on, Marlo didn't have them on, which they shouldn't because they're single. Who the hell's gonna be controlling their panties? They shouldn't have those
I wouldn't
panties
even do
on.
it if I'm married. Like that's disgusting. First of all, I would not want to, even if it's just us friends. Like I don't want you controlling my vagina and the stimulation of it. Like I don't want to be out and about.
I think it'll be fun if
I don't think so.
panties and the remote go together. The thing is, she was saying because
with your friends, you think that's cool?
No. When Sonia was like, "Oh my God, somebody's controlling the panties." Oh my God, I don't know who it is. When she was on the bus, she was like, "Oh my God, I don't know who's vibrating." Like that. I don't want that. But if it was like, oh, the panty matches the remote, and everybody had their own panties and remote, that is fine. I think that's kind of sexy and exciting. But if
with a group of friends, you want to be around me with your man, your husband, me and you are out together, and your husband is there, and he's controlling your panties, and me and my husband is here, and he's controlling your
panties.
So we all gonna be like, oh, like what are we doing?
But I don't think anything is wrong if your husband's controlling your panties.
So we all, to me, we all together. What are we gonna just have an orgy together? Like you're controlling it?
No. It's not an orgy. It's just a little. It's not nothing where it might not even be that comfortable. It's not something that's gonna get you to. I mean, unless you, I guess, keep your hand on the remote. But I think it's the fun and the excitement. That's fine. I didn't like the fact when Kandi was like, well, the remote basically could control any of the panties depending where the panties are. That's why I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now any husband could control anybody's panties. That's what I didn't like.
Okay.
Each remote control the specific panty. I didn't think anything was wrong with that.
Part of, I don't even care if my husband is controlling it. I do not want to be around my friends and my friend's husband while he's controlling the stimulation of my vagina. I don't want him doing that, like around people. Like, so we together and your husband's there, I'm there, and then he's zapping me, I'm there with you, and what? Like he's zapping it and I'm like, oh, Sarah, oh my God, he's zapping me. And then you, oh, he's zapping. And then what? We gonna like hug and kiss? Like, how does that work if we together and our husbands are there? Like,
they had it in I don't know what Kandi's mind went with him because Kandi swung both ways. Let's not forget. So I don't know where her and Todd was going.
The orgy. Exactly.
I don't know where her and Todd was going with it, but I think it was more just for a little excitement. I think what threw off the whole thing was that you had single people. They control their own panties.
That too, that makes it worse with the single women being there. And And like you said, that panties are controlling others. So maybe Ralph would have been controlling Kenya's panties and Sheree's panties.
Yeah.
Who knows? To me, I don't even care if I'm single, married. I don't want to be around a group while I'm being stimulated. I'm not doing that. But we going to a play. We in a limo, and let's take the single women out. But as a group, I just think that's just I'm not with it. As a group, I don't want my man and your husband, my husband and your husband, like controlling our vaginas in a group setting with us, like the four of us.
I mean, again, I've never worn vibrating panties, so I don't know how the stimulation is. It's just like zap, or is it like what is it like? Is it like and I'm in pain? Like I don't know how it feels. So I don't know if it might even be something funny throughout the like like I don't know. It's gonna happen when you're not expecting it. I don't think it's even safe because I could be walking, I trip over. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Kandi was thinking, but that was a fail for me.
I'm thinking like in my mind, I'm thinking like it's gonna lead to like an orgy.
Yeah, but how do you get an orgy? How is an orgy coming out of it?
To me, we're in a group setting, and I'm like,
you go back to the room with your man.
Remember, we're in the limo going to a play. So if we're in a limo going to a play, to me, it's already a group setting. So now you're trying to create the environment of an orgy. To me, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I think it's inappropriate. To me, you're trying to create like an orgy because now we're in a limo, we're dressed up, and you got us wearing you want us to wear vibrating panties. It's not even like we're in a setting at home. You want us to wear something to me.
Orgy to me, everybody in the house. But
that's true. That could make an orgy too.
I didn't think orgy. I just felt like she was trying to do something different, fun, and sell her products or advertise her panties.
Because the way Kandi said it, I'm remembering now that you say that. Kandi responded, I think it was to a tweet or something, like when people were like going in on her, like, why would you think that people are going to wear vibrating panties? And she was saying it was a fun way of just like if somebody like does something out of line or says something stupid, then you just like hit it.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that I don't know everybody's vagina, but I don't know if it's something that's gonna get you dead aroused. It might be
but let's say I'm thinking about when I think of a remote and vibrating panties, I'm thinking as if a man is pushing it. I'm not thinking of a zap like you saying. Like now I'm getting that. Okay, it's that. But to me, I'm thinking like you're pressing it and it's like, like where it's gonna be, where it goes on. It doesn't stop. You go on with it, and then it leads to what you're gonna be doing while I'm getting aroused with my husband pressing the vibrating panties. Then maybe I might touch you. I'm thinking that's what she's thinking.
That's your dirty mind. Because I know me, I'm in a limo, I'm getting excited, I'm going home with my man. Nobody else touch me.
But we going out. Remember, we on our way to a play. We're going out. We're not going home. It's not the end of the night. We're going out. So I don't know. Is the orgy going to happen within the limo? That's what I'm thinking. Like I don't want to be a part of it. Whatever you're trying to do, I'm not putting on these, whether I'm with my man or single, I'm not putting on no vibrating panties. I think it's inappropriate.
Or on other people. I mean, I didn't particularly think it was a big thing. I just thought it was more of a zap. If I was there, I probably would have done it. So I would have put it in the vibrate, but there would have not been no orgy going on with me. I know that much. But again, Marlo kind of dug at Kandi. Was like, "Oh, you and your vibrated, you need to stop with all this sex toy." And she kind of went at her about like her and Todd having issues and not getting that much sex. I was like, "Oh, Marlo was going in."
Mm-hmm.
Kandi was kind of shocked too, like, "Oh, well, you need to get some." And I think Marlo needs to get some. She ain't getting a lot. Marlo seems very reserved when it comes to sex. Even when they talk about sex, she doesn't seem like the real sexual type. So whenever they talk about sex, she's always the one to be like, "Ugh, ooh." She's not really sexual to me. So I think she felt comfortable. But again, you got to think of the crowd. Like if you're doing sexual stuff and toys, don't have it if you have your single friends around because it's just tasteless to me.
Single, married, I'm not doing all that with my husband and us together, right?
Well, Kandi's also trying to spice up her and Todd's marriage, considering she's not giving him any. But I think it all depends on the crowd. I see Drew seems like she's down about it. Sonya's new. Who was the other couples? Only 3 couples.
So
Those
we're
are
going out on a
people-
double date. You will wear the vibrating panties with us going
I
out.
would have to see, like, again, the friendship, the type of person I know you are, your man is, I am. Like, we know it ain't gonna be no orgy. My man ain't into you, your man ain't into me. It gotta be, we need to know each other before we start wearing vibrating panties. Like, I need to know the vibe. I can't just be,
I don't know about that. I don't like it.
well, I can't. Like I said, Kandi swing both ways. So she, maybe in her head, she felt like maybe things could lead to something else at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I mean, that's what they did. But they didn't really stay on that. It was more so that Marlo made a comment like, Kandi, you need to stop with all the sex stuff. And
well, I'm pro Kandi that's her business, so I get it. Like, to me, I probably would do it. I'm thinking like maybe Kandi isn't trying to think like the orgy thing happening. Like I'm thinking, like to me it's inappropriate.
That's just you.
Yes. Let's say she didn't have a business, and let's say I'm just giving us like, okay, Farrah, let's go out tonight. Well, I want my husband around you getting aroused. Like, okay,
But
my husband not being seen you getting aroused.
Arousal. It doesn't give an arousal to where you're like, whoa. Then again, I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking. Maybe I need to talk about it. Maybe I need to buy one and try.
That's what I'm saying. To me, the way I'm thinking about it, I don't know how your husband may be with the remote. He might go off with that remote and go in, like start zapping, and then you might be like, I don't want my husband around you while you getting around. I don't know what kind of face you gonna make. You might be, I don't know, enticing. I just would not want my husband seeing Farrah. I don't know where this may lead to. If your husband, I don't want your husband seeing me getting aroused with the vibrating panties. I would rather, if it is going to happen, I'm supporting your business. I would rather us girls going out for brunch or be in our house and we not play with each other, but just joke around with it. To me, I could see it as like us girls in the house together joking around about it.
No, I wouldn't be in that party. I see it. You get in the panties. They use it at home when they on their date, one-on-one.
Exactly that part.
You should just not have. I feel like if she was gonna do a promotion like that, it could have been like a couples thing. Like, oh, I'm having a couples night. I mean, again, that was Kandi's way of promoting her product. I didn't think it was inappropriate. I just thought it was inappropriate when there's single people involved. That's where I thought it was inappropriate. Like, you're doing vibrating panties and there's 3 single women. Like, okay, who's working their remote? They were like, that was the only thing. But overall, I guess it's the group that you're in. If women were, I mean,
I'm still sticking to. I do not want to be around.
So you would be the one who wouldn't wear panties, not
with your husband there. Not to say like, listen, I know the comments of somebody might, you don't trust your man, you don't trust your husband. No, it's a man is a man. Like at the end of the day, they watch porno, they watch these things. I don't want my man seeing my friend as like, being aroused. I don't want to.
Depending on, that's the thing. We don't know if the panties are arousal or they're just like a zap. Kandi felt it was she was comfortable with them. They seemed they were comfortable because all the married people put on their panties. The single ones did not. But going back to what Marlo said to Kandi, she kind of like went at her and then brought her and Todd's relationship into it. And I was like, damn, Marlo's kind of going hard at Kandi now. And even being like, well, you and your man.
Oh, yes, they're having a Twitter beef now. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I saw recently about Marlo saying how Kandi don't do nothing for the, for the culture. And then Kandi went at her. So they're going at it. Supposedly they had a beef. They said they got over it. Now they're beefing again. But Marlo, I guess, felt the whole shit was inappropriate too. But again,
I'm with Marlo and her being a fellow Aquarius.
Oh,
we see each other. So I understand what Marlo and Kenya is saying. I don't care who's around, whether I'm single, married, I ain't wearing no vibrating panties around. No, just me and my husband. That's it.
No, I think they did the right thing. I think so. Bye.
Toodles.
Toodles.